Hello everyone, welcome to another video on our channel. Today, well, as you can see in the title, obviously, and like I've been saying for the past week or so, we're finally going to part out this Pick-a-Brick cup. I guess it hasn't been a week in the channel, it just has been, like, to me. But we're going to part out this Pick-a-Brick cup, and I'm going to show you how to use this counting scale. So this is the counting scale that I decided to get. I will link it in Amazon. Is the LTC LI series or LI series. Cool thing about this one specifically is, and I don't know if they all have this, the lights are flickering. Cool. This one has a battery in it, so it charges. You plug it into the wall, it can stay plugged in or it can charge. So right now I'm not plugged in and I can move it wherever I want, which is super cool. But yeah, I'm going to show you how to use this thing. So obviously, as you saw in last Friday's video, we got a Pick-a-Brick cup at the Lego store, as well as the International Space Station over there. So that'll be coming soon. And what we're going to do, partially I got this to, well, actually the whole reason I got this is to do this video, but partially I'm curious also, and I know these probably weren't the best pieces to get, but I'm curious to see if this is going to pay out for the Pick-a-Brick cup. It's obviously the normal $15.99 in the United States here for the larger Pick-a-Brick cup. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sort it out. I'm going to show you how to use this thing to count how many pieces are in here instead of having to lay them out individually. So I'll do a real quick time lapse of me parting these out. I'll just stick them in each of their respective bins. So yeah, let's do time lapse. Alrighty, so they've all been parted out now, which is great. And what we're going to do now is actually weigh them and count them. So we start with an empty container on top of our scale, stick it on there like so, and then what we need to do is zero that out so that it essentially says it has no weight on it. And now what we want to do is count out, and we'll go with like 10 of these. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very hard to do this in one hand, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to put those 10 inside there, and now you're going to see it's going to get a weight for it. And now that it got a weight, what we're going to do is we're going to type in that there are 10 pieces in here. So we're going to hit 1, 0, and then this sample unit button. Now, as you can see, it says that there are 10 pieces in there, and it knows the weight of each item. Now what we're going to do is do the fun part. Pour the entire thing in there and not have to count it. And you can see it finished, and it says there are 80 pieces in there. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to write down for dark turquoise that we have 80 pieces there. And then we're simply done with that. And then let's start again. We'll come up here, and we'll need to hit the CE button now to clear it completely. And again, we're going to zero out our thing. Now we'll go with these bread pieces, and we'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, I think I dropped one. 5, 6, 9. We'll get, I think I dropped another one there. It's really hard to do this one hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll just go with 11 because why not? Put our 11 inside there, let it get its weight, and then we're going to type in 11, and then again, sample unit. There we go. Now it knows we have 11 in there. And then we get to pour them all in. It's going to do its thing and figure out that we have 96 of the bread. So I'm going to write that down with the tan bread. We have 96 of those. And this is how nice and quick it is now with a counting scale to do this. So before, obviously, you'd have to lay it out. And at this point, because I'm doing a video, it probably takes me the same amount of time as counting it all out. But when you're not filming a video doing it, it's much easier to just go through and, you know, put 10 in there or whatever, and then figure out how many total you have based on pouring it all in, based on the weight. I really couldn't count there. 5, 10. For these, I'm just going to go with 15. Sorry, I don't think I've been filming at all. I haven't been paying attention to the camera at all. 15. Let's go 19, because why not? So now this one's going to get the weight. Wonderful. And we're going to type in 19 and then sample unit. See, we have the 19 in there. And dump all these in. So we have 187 of those 2x2 tiles. 187. My Sharpie's dying. So the only thing is, like, this is great, and this is a good a great scale. 4 pieces. I'd say this is about, no, not this. This is about as small as you want to get. These 1x2 tiles. If you get much smaller than that, like the studs, it's a little bit inaccurate because, so like, There's nothing on there now, obviously. But, well, okay, let's put this on real quick. Let's see if it goes back. 187. Okay, it did go back. It memorized it. But now if I push on the table a little bit, you can see the weight shifts. So I'm barely pushing on the table. So it usually goes back to the weight, but it's very sensitive. So if I hit the table or anything, it might change. So you want to make sure you have big enough pieces you're doing this with, or get a more sensitive scale, I guess. But yeah, these 1x2 tiles, I'd say would be about the smallest piece you want to put in there, or the lightest piece. If they're smaller pieces, they're heavy for some reason, you could do that, I guess. But really quick, what I'm going to do, because this is really hard to do with one hand, I'm going to finish up these tiles and these 1x1 bricks, and then we're going to see if this is all worth it. I'm going to put it in BrickLink. I have the average sale prices for the past 6 months, but we'll upload them, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, so something some of you might be asking is like, well, how do you know it's accurate? Great question. To be totally honest, you can't be 100% every time unless you count every piece, but a good check is, so sorry, there's a little reflection, but I put 20 pieces in there and I counted to 20 and I said that there's 20, and I have 10 more in my hand, I hope. Yep, 10. Now I'm going to put the 10 in, and if it goes to 30, in this case, it's being pretty accurate. So that's a good way. If you pour a ton in and then you save 10 at the very end and you put those 10 more in, then you can see, okay, it added 10, and then you know that it is counting each piece pretty much accurately. So I'll finish this up real quick and then we'll put them in our inventory. All right, so we're all done with the scale here. So the nice thing, like I said, is battery powered, so I can take it over here to the table, and then all I have to do is bring it back over to here, and then there's the plug hiding underneath right there. But I'll plug that in later so it charges. But now what we have is we have all the pieces that we just went through. They've all been counted out, and I have the totals here. Now we're going to go into our BrickLink inventory, or on BrickLink, and we're going to actually input the pieces and see if this all totals up to be how much it should be, or you know, hopefully more than $15.99. So here we are on the tan bread piece, and you can see this has a average sale in the past of 25 cents, or just under 26 cents. So we're going to go ahead and add these to our inventory now. And what we're going to do actually real quick is I'm going to grab a different drawer, because that drawer is a little too big and we don't need a huge drawer for that. So I'm going to come up here, grab some drawers. Alrighty, cool. And now we have some small drawers. So we can go to 1811. Do they fit? They do fit, perfect. So now they're in a smaller drawer. That just makes more sense. But back on the computer here, you can see our color selected as tan. We have no comments to put in, but in the remarks field, we do have to put the drawer number. So in this case, it is the 362. So type in D0362 is at least what we do. And then we go back to our little sheet here, and we have 96 of these. Cool. And then if we go and click this little whole price guide button, well, there we go. This little menu should pop up. I don't know why it wasn't working. And now you can see this is the past 6 months sales for new and used, and then the current items for sale. The lowest for new in the past 6 months has been free, 0. The lowest for used has been 3 cents. The average is the 25.8 cents. And the highest is $3.50. That's $3.58. That's insane. Not listing it at $3.58. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it at the average here. I'll just do 25 cents. Don't need the 0.8 cents there. That's not really needed. And then it is new, obviously. And then we're not going to change any default here. Click review item. And then it's got to go through its little loading process. And then we'll get to the verification screen. And on the verification screen, you can see for sure we have it here in D362. I will double check and make sure. Yep, that is D362. And we have 96 of them at 25 cents. Now, what you're supposed to do is click the Add to Inventory button. I didn't do that, and I did notice it later, so I don't need 1,000 comments saying, wait, you didn't put the bread in your inventory. I did. Just make sure you click that Add to Inventory button. Don't just do what I do and go to the search field. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to type into this field up here. What should we do next? We will go with the dark turquoise tile. So they're 2x4 tiles, and we'll just click Enter on that. BrickLink is very slow today for some reason. So here's the 2x4 tiles, and then when we go to the color info, we can select dark turquoise. Then what we have to do is go to price guide, and we can see here, the last 6 months sales, the average price is 16 cents, not bad. Click add to inventory. You don't actually have to look at this, I just choose to for some reason. And then scroll down and make sure the color selected as dark turquoise. Nothing in the comments again. In this case, this is probably going to stay in this bigger drawer, 1808. So D1808 for us. And then we check our little sheet here, and we have 80 of these tiles. And again, these sell for, I think I said 16 cents. Average, yep, 16. So we'll go with 16 now. Again, I might lower, that doesn't right. Might lower these prices later, but at the moment, that's what we're gonna go with. Did I type in a quantity? Yes, 80 of these at 16 cents each. Verify it has a correct drawer number and the price and everything, and then click add to inventory. What I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna finish up the other three, so you don't have to watch me do this because it's kind of boring, and then I'll be right back. And we're done. So we've added all these pieces now to our inventories. You can see a few of them fit in the small drawers, a few of them have to have the bigger drawers. If you're wondering, it's a total of 847 pieces that we fit into one Pick-a-Brick cup. Obviously, I picked some bigger pieces this time. You can fit over 1,500 pieces depending on the size that you get. But in this case, these were the ones I chose. I specifically chose pieces that I did not have in my inventory yet. But obviously, if you want to bulk up on some stuff you already have, there's no reason not to do that. So, with 847 pieces, and now you can see my inventory is at 90,247 pieces, so we're almost at our 100,000 for the end of this month. 847 pieces totals out to be $81.59, and if you take out the $15.99 that the Pick-a-Brick cup costs, potential for profit of $65.60. So not terrible. Obviously, not every piece is going to sell instantly. It's going to take quite a bit of time. The prices will fluctuate. So, you know, you adjust and stuff, and some pieces might go up, some might go down, just depends. But in theory, everything sells eventually. So here's my little sheet of all the stuff. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. These are going to go on the wall now. I hope this helped or you know, was interesting to watch at least. The counting scale is very fun, pretty cool. I also use it to weigh the packages if I'm not sure how much they're going to weigh before they go out. So it has kind of a dual purpose there. But yeah, these pieces are going to go on the wall now, and I just added 847 pieces to the inventory. Got a couple orders to pack today, and then that'll be pretty much it for me for the day. Yeah, so thank you for watching again. Pick-a-Brick cups are worth it if you're selling at the average or just below the average, you know, as long as you have a Lego store near you. So thanks for watching again. I really do appreciate everyone who has subscribed. I feel like I had something else to say, but I can't remember what it was. So yeah, thanks for watching. Go ahead and check out my other videos if you haven't, and if you're interested in buying pieces on our BrickLink store, go ahead and check it out. Link in the description. Oh, there will be a link in the description for the specific counting scale that I used if you're curious about it. Yeah, thanks and have a good one.